Assalamualaikum everyone and welcome to my channel Re on the Go. This is Misrat Ether, and you know that in this channel I have been actually sharing all the activities for getting my Canadian permanent residency status. So I have shared different documentation format, my Ontario provincial nomination application process, and also updating you all with my current application status. So in today's video, I will be actually sharing a very important information, which is the permanent residence application process through your express entry profile. You know that whoever have received ITA and submitted that profile, you know that in the express entry profile, when you submit your PR application, you cannot see the forms which you have filled up. So you just see that which documents you have uploaded. So you see the second part, but no one can see the first part. So in this video, I will share with you my application forms which I filled up during my application process. So the videos, I mean the photos I have clicked through my mobile, it's not clear, and I'm extremely sorry for that because there is some privacy issue. I cannot share everything, but I hope this sneak peek to my permanent residence application process will be really helpful for many of you, and I hope that it will be a great video for whoever is needing this kind of video. So please stay tuned with me throughout this whole video, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you like my video, please do share my videos and do share my page to your dear and near ones. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start the sneak peek video to my PR application process, starting with this. This is a personal information page. Um, I'm extremely sorry again for this low quality video, but this is what I could capture. I just captured this for my own use. Later, I have thought that I can make a video on this and keeping you, have a great view actually what this kind of application looks like. Okay, so you see that in personal information you have your name, then if you move forward you see personal description, your marriage status, your ID documentary summary, and everything. So you just what you do, you click, suppose you click on names, then these forms come and you just put your information again. If it's completed, then you put next, and then you will be redirect to personal description page. So like this, it's a very easy form. So you put next, 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 and then you go to the next page for your application form fill up. Okay. So under this personal information thing, you have your marriage related information. So if you are married, then you will select married, and then automatically this portion of information will come. So it's basically like the express entry profile which you already have created based on what you may have got your ITA and other thing invitations. So you just follow the same format actually. So then you put your spouse details over here, and of course your date of marriage, because when you have to provide your marriage proof, you have to upload the marriage certificate here. So please make sure that the date is correct, so be careful about that. Okay, then it's written that it's a family information, your family or your immediate family, like your parents and everything. And if you have someone living in Canada who is a PR or Canadian citizen, you have to provide his or her information over here. So first one is that how many family member does I have. So it's including you, your spouse, and your number of children. So I have a kid, so we are family of three actually. And then how many money you will be providing. So you can put that money details over here actually. And then does either your relative who is a citizen or PR, it's a, I mean, do you have any relative over here? So if yes, then you put yes, and you mention the relatives, how you have this relation. Like I have my paternal uncle, so I put that uncle over here, and which province or territory he or she is living, just to make it clear that I didn't get any extra point for my uncle, but as I mentioned him, I had to provide all his documents as a proof. Also, I provided the same information during my OINP submission. So, yeah, I also mentioned him here and provided his document. And next you have a page for family information input. Here you have to actually mention about your immediate family, not cousin or uncle. It's your parents and your siblings, so that and please be careful that your I mean, whatever information you are giving here, it must match with their passport, so that later on when they will be applying for visa, like for sponsorship visa, parents visa, or any other kind of visa mentioning your tie with them, so your information must be similar. So once you have mentioned their name in this format, it will be recorded in Canadian, I don't know, record keeping. So what I did, I put my father's details, my brother, and my mother. So I have made sure that their information matched with my information. So you just put information of your family over here. Next, you provide all your information regarding your address, your phone number, and everything. So you can see the bar are like the language of correspondence. I mean, how you would prefer your email communication. Of course, I think English will be the main thing, and then your telephone number, your email address. So I guess that based on which email address you have created your profile, just use that the same email address, don't change it. It's my recommendation. Then your mailing address is the address of your house, current house. And next, you have address history. It's a very interesting point because in previous last 10 years where you have stayed, you have to put all the information over here. So I'll be showing my address history page. So let's go to that page. Okay, so this is because of the privacy issue. I couldn't show you the detail actually, but you can see that you have to mention the from and to date, then the address, city, and country. So you can see my input over here. In last 10 years where I have lived, I have mentioned over here, and just be, I mean, in many cases, it happens that your address, like my latest address, definitely must match with my husband. I don't know, many of you can live in a separate address, I don't know, but in general, if you think that in a normal sense, definitely you will be living, you will live with your spouse or partner. So when I was studying in Italy, then definitely I was outside. But when I'm in Bangladesh, in my country, our address must be same. So, and of course, you must have that proof. I mean, you write the actual history over here. So that's the only suggestion I can give actually. Next, you will have your forms for education. So in education part, you see that you put the information based on the degrees on which you have done your ECA. So mine case, it's bachelor and master. So I provided two entries over here. So you see that whether it was a full time and it was a certificate, you will see other options. So whichever is applicable, you select that. And country of study, it's the entry of my master's actually. So the name of the school, city of study, and then level of education. And level of education must I my ECA and my I mean my actual degree was same. So if suppose in many cases it happened that your level of education is masters, but in ECA it became a bachelor. So you provide the real level of education over here, and later you will have another place where you can mention what is the degree according to ECA. See, so in the later part of this same page, you'll have to put your information regarding ECA. So you put that yes, of course you have done ECA, then the organization, when it was issued. So just make sure that the information is correct. So you must have your ECA report in front of you, so that no information you put mistakenly, any kind of put any wrong information over here, and your ECA certificate number, and as I mentioned that according to ECA what's your degree. So if according to your ECA it became it you got bachelor for your master's degree, actual master's degree, then you have to provide the master's degree, mention master's degree here. Next, you will be showing your IELTS details, and yeah, so this is what you have to do. Um, so you just put the details over here. I think it's very similar to your Express Entry profile, which you already have filled up. Then your nomination, if you are a PNP nominated candidate, then you have to put yes. So I am a Ontario provincial nomination category, yeah, sorry, nomination category. So you put the information over here, that which province you have got. Okay, next you have to provide information regarding your occupation. So what's your NOC, you have to mention over here. And this portion is that it you have already done it in, yeah, your expressive profile, but I'm mentioning again. So according to your job NOC code, they have a requirement, like their requirement is bachelor's degree, or their requirement is master's degree, or that higher secondary school degree. So if their requirement is that, so when did you completed that? Suppose my 4160 NOC required bachelor degree, so I completed my bachelor in 2013. So I became eligible to work under this occupation since 2013. So you just put that date like this way. And then next, that do you have any certificate of qualification from any province? No, I don't have anything. So you just put your information like this. Okay, next you will have your work history form. So you just, it's a basic thing, you put from to your job title, you provide over here your NOC, your employer name, country. Yeah, that's it. So job title, you just be careful that the information you are putting here and the information or the documents you are providing, suppose your reference letter and other documents, must give the same information, like the date you're from and to, your starting and ending date in any organization must match with your submitted documents. Yeah, next, there is another two. There are two parts which is very complex. One is this travel history, and another one is your personal history. So let's start with travel history. Here, what you'll have to do, that if you have traveled a lot in your life in last 10 years, so yes, you are in help. Yeah, no, I want to say that you have to provide all the information. So you have to do what? Uh, if you have three, four, five passports, and you have um, yeah, I think you have already seen the information. One of my friend got their passport, and I haven't got my passport yet, so I'll be sharing the good news in my next video. Okay, anyways, let's continue. So what I was saying, that you have to go through all your visa sales, and then you have to mention everything. So my suggestion will be maintain a Excel sheet, or any, just you have to write, you list everything, you check your departure seal, your arrival seal, and every visas, your entry and exit. So you put all your information. So you can see my, I didn't I didn't blur any my information. I wanted to show you that what you have to do actually. So what I did, you have to mention all the dates and your country, so and the city. So maybe you check your exit and entry seal. So definitely the airport, like if you're taking, suppose I travel India a lot of time, but I travel through Kolkata or sometimes some Delhi or directly to South India. So you have to check the port of entry seal, so you can just recall all the entry cities. So this is how you can mention this. Okay, so later on, then you have to fill up this personal history. So if you count your backward 10 years, you have to provide all your activities. That means including your educational activities and your employment. If you have any days left, suppose if it is 1 day left, you have excess, you must put that unemployed or traveling or whatever, you have to mention that. So if you see my entry, you can see that um, this two is my educational activity and these are my employment. And I have unemployed one, two, three, four entries. So you can see in if you see into 20, sorry, in 2013, um, I have 4 5 months unemployment. It's just soon after my graduation. And then currently, when I submitted my profile, I was unemployed. Currently, I'm employed, but at that time, I was unemployed. So I put from September 2021 to till date, I mean present, I put unemployed. So there should not be any gap between your personal activities. If you have 1 day gap, suppose you left any job on 30th um, May and joined in another organization on 1st June. So you have 1 day gap, like 31st May. What did you do? But you have to provide entry for 31st May, you say unemployed. And then in the details, you write that it was like a transition period for 1 day. I had to, I there was a just you just mention what you did. And like I was mentioning, in 2013 after my graduation I had 4 months unemployment. Then I wrote in that details like the explanation that during this time I didn't have any job experience. I soon after I just got enrolled in my MBA. What I did, I wrote that during this time I took my IELTS exam. I gave my admission test for my MBA. So these are the activities I did. So I mentioned in the explanation letter. So this is a very complex thing, but don't worry, it's very easy. But if you write in Excel or write on a page paper, then you can understand that you can keep records very effectively, I mean very clearly, so that you can understand when what to put, what kind of information you have to put, and there should not be any mistake. Yeah, that's it. Then there will be another part where is a statutory question. So it's kind of yes and no, but in my case you see that I had one yes question, that is, did you have any visa rejection? So I will share this information later what happened due to this. But in a short, I had a visit visa rejection in Thailand, but later I received because I had some issues on my passport was destroyed, so I had to get another new passport. Then I received that visit visa, but I had a rejection. So they put VL seal back on the back side of my passport. So I just mentioned the whole scenario over here. But what happened, due to this, my file was in CIO Sydney. My primary visa office was this, but as I had a yes in statutory part, then my application was transferred to Montreal visa office, and for that reason it got delayed. So that doesn't mean that you don't have to mention. If you don't mention it, your application can be rejected because due to misrepresentation. So it doesn't matter if it got delayed, rather better than get rejected. So you must put all the information. If you have two visa rejection, you say yes, and then later in this section you mention that in which countries you have multiple visa rejections. So just be careful about that to mention everything over. Next, this is the information about the supporting. Then the second part. If you have completed the first part, then you'll be directed to the second part where you have to upload all the documents. So I'm just in a quick. I'll be sharing very quick. So how you will be, what kind of documents, like the education documents. But I wanted to share you that what I did. You have to combine all documents in single PDF. Like your, if you see my education, you'll see that my MBA certificate with translation, BBA certificate, BBA, MBA transcripts, ECA, IELTS translation, affidavit, etc. So you can name your file like this way. It will be really easy for the visa officer to know that what kind of files are in there. But the main point is you must provide your ECA and IELTS in this section. So in the education part, you have to provide your ECA and IELTS certificate in this section. Okay, later on, you will have employment documents. So based on your every um, work history, there will be multiple uploading sections. So according to that, so you can see this is how, sorry, I named my files. Like if you see this upload file, I put reference letter, appointment, increment, business cards, ID card, salary check, bank statement, and next I put employment record of this particular organization, put reference letter, appointment, promotion, increment, business ID card, salary statement. So, what are the documents you are attaching? Please mention. And suppose if you have worked in a organization, you combine all the documents from your organization A, and then for the next organization B, you put all the documents and combine in a single PDF. So this is how actually you provide. Upload the documents. Later, you have to provide your police clearance. I had two police clearance, that's why I had two separate sections for police clearance upload. Then family member proof of status. So as I mentioned, my uncle, I had to provide his documents actually over here. And then proof of financial support. So what I gave as financial support, I had my accounts, so I put statement, my spouse authorization, and all saving certificates with translation. So spouse authorization, please, if you are declaring your spouse financial accounts, so you must upload your spouse authorization. You just write that I'm authorizing my spouse, um, mentioning your passports, that to utilize or use my bank account, my financial, my money. So you mention your spouse account name which you are authorized to use as your settlement proof. So this really helps, and it really accelerates your application profile process. Then you put your digital photo, your marriage certificate and everything. um, then you upload your passport. So you have to scan the whole passport. As I was saying, if you have 4 and 5 passport and have like multiple, even hundreds of your visa sales, every page must be scanned and must be combined in the same single PDF. It's a very hectic job, but please do this like this way. And then you have to upload the proof upfront medical page over here. Then proof of relationship with your uncle. So what I did, I provided my uncle's PR card, birth certificate, and then my father's birth certificate and passport, and my passport. So what I tied that proved that my grandfather's name is similar in my uncle and my father's passport. So this is how I make the tie between my family. Yeah, so that's it, and this is how you complete your application after submitting. So this is a status page. So whenever you you will sign log into your account after submitting your application. So this is what you will get in the first look. So I think the information, and later you'll have this status viewing. So you see review of your eligibility, medical, additional document, interview, biometric, background check, final decision. So these information will be changing. And yeah, so actually you know that there are four basic parameters for your application to be assessed and finalized. One is eligibility, then you have security, then you have background check background check, and later you have medical. So these four parameters must be completed. So you'll be seeing lots of updates, and in my later video I will share with you that how these things changed over my whole procedure time. Yeah, so that's it. So that was the whole video. I hope that, I don't know how good quality I will be this video, but with lots of disturbed messages from my social media accounts. But anyways, I guess you can have just a look into this application process, because many of will as I have done my own application process, everything by myself, that's why I could show you. Many of you will get a help from an agent, or some many of you will do by yourself. So for them it will be really helpful. At least you will know that what information you will face to complete your permanent residence application process. So yeah, that's it. I think that it will be good for everyone. Yeah, so please stay tuned with me, and again, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and do like and share my video. So till my next video with good news, uh, um, stay blessed and stay safe. Yeah, bye.